All right, welcome everyone. Sure, great, thank you.
You get two.
Who's getting text messages? All right, first I'd like to thank everyone for coming tonight and celebrating a new beginning for Jessica and Greg. What a great day. What a beautiful celebration this afternoon. But before I start the real part of my speech, ever since Jessica was about 5 years old, I promised that when this day came, that I would do two things. And one of them is, I know we're all going to have an amazing meal tonight, but something that everybody knows about Jessica, if you know her well, is her favorite real food is a cheeseburger. So we have a cheeseburger ready to come out here tonight for Jessica. So enjoy that. Oh, hang on, I forgot my other, got one other thing I need to do. Okay. Huh?
Takeout?
Greg, why don't you come around here for a second here? I need to.
I don't know if I should listen to these.
So, Jessica is 28 years old, and for 28 years, she comes over for dinner, we have her over. I've been cutting her food for 28 years. So I figured tonight would be the official night that I wanted to pass the gauntlet. So, Greg, here's a steak knife and a fork. And actually, it's from Dicka's from last night. So this is a very, very important part of the start of your marriage. So enjoy that. So thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. So that's done. Okay. All right. For me, today is one of the 5 best days of my life. I have August 20th, 1983, the day I got married, was number 1. Number 2, March 8th, 1986. That would be Jessica's birthday. Number 3, July 4th, 1989 would be Sarah's birthday. Fourth on the list would be October 15th, 1993, Daniel's birthday.
All right, Daniel!
And up until today, October 7th, 2005, was my 5th best day of my life. So wait, come on. Wait a minute, wait. So to most people, this is a pretty insignificant date, but for me, it wasn't the day the White Sox won the World Series, but that was a great day. But that day, I was invited by a very good friend of mine to go to Fenway Park for Game 3 of the series when they beat the Red Sox, and it was a great day. So I was very fortunate to have that day as number 5 for 9 years. And I'm sure that most Cub fans here someday will be able to enjoy a day like that. And for those who forget, it's 107 years and counting. Yeah, you're due, right. All right. So, But August 16th, 2014 replaced that day for me. And if my prayers are answered shortly, I'll have a new day way at the top of my list. I want to thank everyone for all of their unconditional love and support during the last 2 years. And tonight, I want to call out 3 people that have been very important parts of that. Greg and Diane Dapka, thank you. Cheryl Lenz is here someplace. Cheryl, thank you. And Caroline, you need to stand for a minute. Caroline is one of Jessica's nurses that we see every 2 weeks, and she is truly an amazing person. And thank you for everything you do. Okay, the rest will be easy now. All right. All right, I really want to thank Cindy because this has really been a team effort. Almost 31 years ago to the date, we were married. And there are so many of you that were there today, or who are here today, who were there 31 years ago. And I think there's a whole table of some of my friends from a long time ago. And thank you guys for showing up. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined how this journey would be. We've been blessed with 3 wonderful children. I wouldn't change a thing. I knew someday there would be a payoff because there's no way that 3 children can fight like cats and dogs forever. So this is the payoff. For those of you who knew Jessica growing up, she was always the mother hen and wanted to be the boss of her siblings. Yet her nurturing personality is one of her really true gifts. But Sarah and Daniel may have disagreed with that until about 10 years ago. As a matter of fact, one of the greatest joys in my life has been watching Jessica and Sarah's relationship mature into something more than just siblings. Sarah and Jessica are best friends, and that will never change. And their younger brother, Daniel, who in their eyes, the girls' eyes, has gotten away with everything. Well, let me say this. I say it in jest over the years because he's a boy, right? You know that. That's the whole thing. But I guarantee you, they're not laughing right now, but Daniel got away with a lot of things. But Jessica and her brother are so close and supportive of one another. It really warms my heart. And I am certain that Daniel is thrilled to have another boy in the family, a real brother. There are some very special people who would have loved to have been here today, but they are looking down from heaven and couldn't be happier for Jessica and Greg, Jessica's grandparents, my father, Russ Robondo, Cindy's parents, Pat and Ed Peppers, her great-grandmother, Velma Peppers, her godfather, Stanley Peppers. We've all loved to have been here today. Jessica and Greg's journey began many years ago and truly has been amazing to watch from when they were in 7th grade. Watching them both graduate from high school, from 8th grade, from high school and college. Watching them both go to dances together, watching them become best friends, watching them grow from children to young adults to mature adults, and watching them now together as husband and wife, and we couldn't be happier. I knew this relationship had staying power many years ago when they were away at college, where so many things can change, and change they did for the better. Greg has always been the ear that Jessica could bend. And for those of you who don't know, Greg is an engineer, which otherwise translated means practical and level-headed. Wonderful qualities for a son-in-law. Even better coupled with the love that he has for my daughter and the love they have for each other. In closing, there are no words to describe how happy I am celebrating today with Jessica and Greg. Greg, welcome to the family, although you were welcome many years ago. Thank you again, everyone, for sharing this wonderful celebration with us. So let me do this. Let's raise our glass to the newlyweds. May the happiness you share today last a lifetime.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the father of the bride, John Robondo. And let's keep that applause going as we hear from the